In this video, I'm going to systematically explain to you how you can boost your SaaS subscription rate, particularly if you're running a business to consumer SaaS. Now, let's get into it. Now, what you need to understand about why your subscription rate is so low is something really simple. There's two things to this. The first aspect to this is that people just do not like to buy subscription products. They don't like to get billed again and again and again. It's really painful, and that's why you're seeing that the amount of people that actually buy your subscription offer are super low. The other reason why people don't buy subscription offers is because it's very hard to get people to convert to such an offer straight from cold traffic. If you run an ad and you point it straight to your conversion your subscription offer, what you're going to see is that your conversion rates are, if you're good, 1 to 2%. So 98% of your ad spend is completely wasted. Now, the reason for this is again, going back to my original point here, people really don't want to buy a subscription offer. And if you're going to get them to actually be interested in buying your subscription offer, you're going to have to create trust. Now, this is the hard part that a lot of SaaS marketers and people who have created SaaS businesses do not understand. You cannot just create a SaaS and expect customers to magically show up at your door interested in buying your product. You have to create a systematic marketing strategy that works to convert people to your B2C SaaS predictably. And you do this through creating trust and goodwill in your customer base. Now, let me explain to you how you can actually do this. Now, what I would do is I would create a system that's focused on building trust by levels. So we start out at the top here, right? We create ads. Obviously, ads are needed because you have to drive attention to your product. You don't have to spend a lot on this to get started. But these ads, what they need to do is they need to solve customer problems, and they need to start the process of positioning your software as the hero's journey. What do I mean by that? They need to see that your SaaS solves their problems and essentially creates like a hero in their mind in terms of the value of the SaaS. Now, what you do from here is you don't point the SaaS, your ads, straight to your landing page or to your website or whatever. Because what you're going to see if you do that is that a lot of people just don't want to click off their website, whether they're on YouTube or whether they're on Meta or whatever, especially if they don't know you. The odds that they're going to click off and go to your website are low. So that's one big thing that a lot of people miss. Instead, what you want to ask them to do is to come by and watch some more of your content, either on YouTube, Meta, whatever. You just want them to come by, watch more of your content. And again, this content should be doing the same thing as what's in the initial ads. It should be solving problems, and it should be inculcating the right beliefs in the customer's minds that get them actually interested and engaged with you. This can be anything from, like, let's say you're running a productivity app, it could be something creating the belief that, hey, I can reduce the amount of time that I spend, aimlessly scrolling some platform if I use this productivity app. But you got to frame it in the educational sense, right? You don't want to just come off as pitching, pitching, pitching. You want to create goodwill. And by doing this, you'll start the process of creating more trust in your customer's mind. So, right here, their trust is like 0%. But if you create content, if you create good ads, you can get it from 25 to 50%. Then, towards the bottom of your system here, what you do is you start creating retargeting ads. These ads, again, their goal is to briefly continue to, present case studies about where your SaaS was successful, or, for instance, show how your SaaS was applied in action. keep on retargeting the customer, but not pitching them, but more just trying to create more goodwill, helping them solve their problems, helping them address their fears. That's the whole goal of creating a product in a business, is to solve your customers' problems. And by doing this, you will eventually build enough trust in your trust meter to get the customer interested in buying your product. And then at the bottom, what you do is you create a one time offer. What do I mean by this? This is like a popular word used by all sorts of marketers. But all I mean by this is basically it's an offer where you succinctly offer one simple aspect of your software to your customer, but you only charge them like a one time fee. It's not recurring, it's not recharging. And what you do by that is you give them a chance to kind of fish out their credit card and buy something from you, but it doesn't require a huge investment in trust. So you can still keep your trust meter going up by not, asking them to spend a whole lot of trust in buying your expensive SaaS right out the gate. And then if they like that, then eventually you can get them to convert to buying your SaaS. That's kind of how the process works. It's a funnel. It's a funnel from top to bottom, but it works to systematically create trust in the customer's mind. You don't want to approach this from the process of I'm going to spam customers with tons of ads and pray that they eventually end up picking my product, because that's not how the game works. It's a process, there's a flow, and there's a system to this. And if you want help implementing such a system, we do offer some personalized help integrating our Trust Battery system, which we call this entire system for your SaaS. And you can book a value call with us below if you want to talk about this. Now, we do charge for the call because it's a value call, it's not a sales call. And what we'll do for you is we'll help you discuss the objectives of your B2C SaaS. We'll help you come up with a clear marketing strategy, both organic and paid, based off our Trust Battery system, and we'll help you troubleshoot errors in your marketing strategy. We do offer coaching beyond that on the back end, but that's something we can talk about later if our initial call goes well and that's something you're interested in. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you gained something from this video.